What's up, guys? It's Breeze. Welcome back to the MMA Breeze. Today we have Jamahal Hill on for the second time on the show. How you doing, Mr. Hill? How's life?
I'm good, man. Life is good. Just working, getting ready for my next fight.
That's right. I saw you were just out in Vegas with the big international fight week. How was all that? I know there was a lot of stars out there. Did you enjoy it? Did you bump into anybody in your weight?
Uh, I had fun out there. It was a good time. It was nice interacting with all the fans and everything like that. Feeling the love gives you motivation to work hard and go out there and put on the show that they'll you be even more fans of.
That's
You know,
right, baby. And we know you do that well, man. Someone else I saw out there was the current champ at your weight, Yuri. I saw him walking around having a good time. He was at the after party. Have y'all met before? Did you get a chance to see him, shake hands, anything like that?
I seen him, but shit, we didn't say nothing to each other. He didn't approach me. I didn't approach him. I
Yeah.
pretty much seen the whole top five in my division while I was out there, aside from Anthony Smith, which I didn't
Oh,
get,
okay.
which we always speak. We
Yeah.
got everybody else. They kind of just, nose up, walk. Walk past, like ignore me or whatever. But it's cool. Like yeah, I saw Jan, bro. I saw Lahovich. I spoke with Glover. I actually spoke with Glover. Glover actually spoke.
Yeah.
You know, um, um, yeah, I saw Jan. I saw Yuri. I even saw Reyes. Reyes spoke. He's
Okay.
cool.
Right
You know,
on.
but it's like, yeah, bro. Like Yuri, I get it. Like he's got like a language barrier, bro. My man's strange though, bro. My man's was out there dressed like he had the Ryu get up on. And he out here all dressed like Street Fighter, bro.
That's funny,
Um,
man. He's an interesting cat, huh?
yeah, bro. It's every division champion. You got swag, video game character.
Funny, man. Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm gonna have to take my man shopping or something, bro.
that would be one for the books, man. I know your next opponent. He's gonna help catapult yourself into that top five right there, man. I mean, some of those guys, it's very possible you get another knockout. We might be seeing you and one of them boys. Is there anybody in the top five like you're like, man, that'd be a fun matchup, or just someone you want to fight for whatever reason?
Everybody. Oh, what you mean?
Yeah.
Bro? Everybody.
Yeah, right on, man. Right on. Because I mean, uh, Santos is what, number six. So you beat him, you're probably knocking right there at that door, eh? I mean, those are very possible
Yeah.
future, near
Yeah,
future.
that's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is and what it should be.
Hey, I love it. I love it, man. Something I want to touch on real quick because everybody's yapping about it online right now is the message you hit Strickland with, teaching him, trying to give him a good look about the hammer block when he's fighting Alex in his last fight that he lost. Um, had you previously had a relationship with Sean? Was that kind of just something you noticed, went out of your way to do something nice for him, or how did
So,
that transpire?
like me, like Sean always been cool. Like Sean always been cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I've seen him, we had like little conversations, like cool, like like acquaintance. You know what I mean? Like he'll say some funny shit online. I'll laugh at it. I'll say some funny shit online. He'll laugh at it. Like It was kind of like that. He asked me. He actually hit me up to spar, to come out and spar with me. He asked me what camp I was out of, and then he never said anything else after that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Back, I welcomed him to come. And he just never came
Mm-hmm.
or reached back
Yeah.
out. But it's cool. Anytime I see him, it's always, well, what's up, bro? What's going on? You know what I mean? Cool. So we cordial and
Yeah.
things like that. And then I was just thinking about it, one night, I was just watching after I watched his fights, and things like that. Oh, Pierre and stuff. And I just noticed there's something in my head, and I just wanted to, put it out there just to see if he would, if it would make a difference or anything like that, which I didn't expect it to, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. And did he ever get that message or reply
Yeah,
to it? Yeah.
he responded.
Cool.
I sure, you never know with Sean. You kind of, I don't know, might have been kind of like a joke or laughed it off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I threw something else out there, and then he just never said nothing after that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I pretty much told him not to stand in front of him, to turn it, to make Pierre turn. Like,
Mm-hmm.
turn off the angle, don't walk right at him.
I see. I mean, it seems like you're a very literate striker. Obviously, your career and your resume shows for itself, but just the way you can break it down, obviously, it's something that you're very literate in. Coming up in the game, was there any style or any fighters that you looked to in your come up and said, "Hey, I like that. I want to kind of be like that," or is anybody pushed you that way?
Not so much as I wanted to be like that. I always wanted to be my own fighter. I wanted to be my own creation, my own artist. You
Hmm.
know, but yeah, I took from things. You know what I mean? People have been these arts have been around for years. People have mastered them before I have. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Yeah, I take from them. You know what I mean? I've taken things from boxing, from Floyd, from Canelo. You know what I mean? From Lomachenko. Those are my main top three I mean that I like to study. That like to study and took from
Hmm.
him over time. Anderson Silva. You know what I mean? Randy Couture. You know what I mean? I haven't really had to show any of my grappling, but some of my things, like some things like, you know what I mean, that Randy Couture did. I mean, you know, I really like those, you know, some of the things that, you know, just different people, bro. You know what I mean? Chelsea, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
everybody's seen great performances and they've seen things. I just looked into the details of certain things that I think that I could implement and that would work for me and that I could dominate. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Just
Definitely.
spin into my own thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody has their own style. I'm creating my own, you know what I mean, my own thing, my own work.
Definitely, definitely. You seem obviously you're very introspective with your fight game. Is there like everybody's got their own approach getting ready for fights. When you get an opponent, you like to. It seems like you're the type that likes to study them, break them down. Do you usually create a game plan, or how much of game planning goes into your camp before facing off with opponents?
So yeah, I mean, game planning is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we're able to break people down, and we're able to find openings and exploit things. You know what I mean? But like it's like I don't my our game plan. We don't think of game plan in the traditional sense, like, oh, we need to go in there and this is what we need to do. We go in there with the understanding of what this fighter presents and what we can capitalize on, but we want to implement what we want to do, which is break him, is which is to beat him up and touch him up and break him.
Love it, man. Love it. Your style's mad fun, and that's why this next matchup with Thiago Santos is going to be a barn burner. I mean, he usually does pretty well against strikers. If you look at some of the guys he's beating with Jimmy Manawa, Kevin Holland, Johnny Walker. But you, I mean, you taking out all these strikers yourself, and your resume doesn't even do justice because you have another finish there that went down as a DQ. But really, you're coming in there and you're taking out people left and right. So, what about your style do you think is different from everybody else that this guy's faced?
It's the MMA tricks. You know what I mean? We slow it down. We break down. It's the details. It's our fine point and attention to details and the understanding of the things that it takes to win a fight or to be effective in everything, in sequences, defense, everything. You know what I mean? It's the details. You know, my fight IQ is through the roof. People really truly don't understand how smart I am inside the cage. Is also a reason why I'm looking forward to the challenge against other great fighters. So they will see, and then they'll let the world know. Like it's different. It's different in there with me. You know what I mean? Like I can change up. I can change my game plan as many times as I need to.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? To win a fight, and it all happens within a matter of seconds. You
Hmm.
can make one mistake, and it not even really be a mistake. It's just something that I see in my creativity in my mind in a millisecond can create something to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I'm just able to do it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Love it. I mean,
It's
that's part
crazy.
of the pros and cons of you finishing all these guys and you being such an explosive fighter is like you said, we haven't really been able to get a good look at the depth of your game. Is that I mean, is that something that you like or something are you excited in this performance to go out and show how much you know, or do you prefer to keep a little bit of mystique going into the top five?
I really don't care. The bag of tricks is there for a reason. If I got to show them, I don't care if I have to use them or not. Just they there if I need them.
Hmm. Hmm.
Saying. So what I want to do, I just want to go in, implement my will, and dominate the fight. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my.
You don't care if it's a submission, knockout, first round, second round. You just got to get the job done.
I don't care if I got to maul his ass for 5 rounds.
Yeah, yeah. Love it, man. Love it. And you're a stout dude, but I mean, changing weight classes is a big thing these days. Do you ever see yourself messing around in any other weight classes, maybe heavyweight, something like that in the future?
I'm focused on my weight class. I gotta dominate and control my weight class first. Every single fighter that has gone up and done something in another weight class or done something in a different weight class, they did so for one of two reasons. One, they weren't having success in their weight class, or two, they cleaned out they cleaned out their weight class. They were looking for new challenges. I'm gonna be the motherfucker that cleans out the one of those that clean out their weight class and is looking for new challenge. And when that time comes, we'll see then. Because
Yeah.
then money definitely gonna be looking right. As long as the money looking right, sweet dreams here to fight. Ah,
Hey, that's gonna be a clip.
that's
That's getting
coming.
cropped. Heck yeah, man. I mean, you say you don't really care, you just want to get the job done, and that goes for opponents too. Did you have any say in facing Thiago Santos? Was that just something that they presented to you, or did you have options?
So it was like this. It was like this. So at first, the whole Volkan Ozdemir thing happened. So I was looking to try to get that fight. You know what I mean? I was looking at that fight. They were looking at doing that fight. But the problem was he couldn't get into the country. So they were looking for overseas cards. There was talk about they were looking at trying to possibly set up a fight in Ireland. You know what I mean? And then as it got closer to the time that was possible to happen and stuff, I'm like, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't got no traction of it. You know what I mean? So it was like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? I mean, even though I was really vocal about how bad I wanted to fight him, I had to be vocal about somebody else now so I can at least change it in another direction. At this point, Thiago had fought, and I asked for Thiago. I felt like that was a reasonable request, especially since he had lost. You know what I mean? He fell back in the ring. It's closer to me. I felt like that was a reasonable ask. I got on the phone with my manager, and I just had a feeling that if I asked for that fight, that was the fight that he was going to give me. So I told my manager to ask, and they gave it to me.
That's awesome, man. Is that the first time you've ever put in a request like that with the UFC?
No, I asked for Johnny Walker.
Yeah,
I,
right,
I don't
right
I
on.
I asked for Paulo Costa or Johnny Walker. I asked for Paulo Costa if he was coming to 205. So clearly he's not coming to 205. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So they gave me Johnny Walker.
Hmm. Hmm. What do you make of Paulo Costa's antics lately, man? And do you think we'll see him back anytime in the near future?
I don't know, bro. Shit. I don't know nobody close to that man. I don't know nobody in his ear. I don't know him. None of that shit. I don't know none of his business. I don't know.
I feel that. Well, look, man, as far as this fight goes, who are you prepping with? Who's going to be in your camp? Who's going to help you get ready for Thiago Santos? Is there a method to the madness, or is it just business as usual, working on yourself?
Business as usual. You know what I'm saying? I got my plan of what I want to do. I got my game plan of yeah, actually, I guess for this fight, I do kind of have a game plan of what I want to do. I'm going in with I know I wouldn't call it a game plan because I'm not going to go in there and force an issue on that. I have an idea of what I want to do that'll get me that I can get that I can a put on a very entertaining fight, b get it very effective, be a very effective in it, and get a dominant and put on a dominant display and get it good and get a finish.
Yeah.
And if not a finish, oh man, whew, it's gonna be a rough night for my guy.
But hey, tell me a little bit about your relationship with Anthony Smith. Obviously, he's right there in the top five. You said you're pretty tight with him. Would you ever fight him? If
I said we're cool, you know what I'm saying? Like like when we see each other, we say, you know what I mean, we speak, we have no problem having a conversation with each other, you know what I mean? If I was somewhere like we were out in the same town or something, you want to, you know what I mean, somebody I go have a drink with or get dinner with or something like that, be cool with like that. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like cordial, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, we like lock arm buddies and we don't talk every day, like you know what I mean, things like that. Like we don't have each other's numbers and things like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Whenever we see each other, it's a you know what I mean, it's a respect and just a common it's just a common courtesy.
A lot of criticism has fallen on Izzy, for not pushing the pace in that fight, not getting the finish or whatever, and talking his game. What do you make of that whole hype thing and all that noise? Do you think it's on a fighter to go out there and get a finish for everybody, or are you just like, man,
The
hey,
win
take two to tango?
Your job is to win, bro. Shit. So he won. He did what he had to do to win. You know what I mean? Was it boring as fuck? Yeah, it was. There, I was in the crowd and I was falling asleep. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He won, bro. He did his job. His job was to go out there and get the win, continue his reign, continue to keep the value to himself and you know what I mean his checks. So he
Yeah.
did it.
How does a fight with Glover match up with you, man? Do you think that's something that would interest you in the future? A good way to propel you to that title? Or
Yeah,
how long do you think it would take you to get to when do you want to get to the title? ASAP?
shit. Shit. After I take my mans out, if they want to offer me a title shot after that, I gladly would accept. You
Hmm.
know, and but I'm being realistic. I feel like they would want me to win this fight in dominant fashion and win another one.
Yeah. So you could potentially you see yourself fighting again how many times this year? If at
Two,
all? Oh,
man,
okay.
times this year, at
Was
least,
you said two more times?
at least.
Oh man, that's what's up. We still got a lot of year left, so that's cool, man. Can't wait. So you could potentially be looking at a title shot come beginning of 2023.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for it going into the new year. I'm looking at it. I'm next up, and I'm training. I'm looking at a title shot. Yeah.
Is that what motivates you and gets you out of bed every day? Is the title, or is it money, or just highlights? What motivates you?
All of that. You know what I mean? My biggest thing is I'm in this to provide. You know what I mean? Provide for my family.
Hmm.
That's my biggest motivation. You know what I mean? But also I want a legacy. You know what I mean? Build my legacy. Build I mean, build my brand. You
Hmm.
know, that's what I want to do.
That's what's up, man.
I said winning highlights and titles and shit. That's all part of that.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And I know you had a lot going on, so I appreciate you jumping on today. I'll just leave it at this, man. If you could give a little pitch to everybody why they should tune into this next fight or a one-liner, how would you describe this fight? Why should everybody watch you and Thiago Santos?
All action, banger, and just bro, the shit that I do, bro. Honestly, whenever people really focus in and look at, and I'm able to show a complete body of work. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see how special the things are that I do, how special I really am.